Good morning, everyone. I'm Tara from the Farmington Libraries, and today I will show you how to make embossed clay magnets for our maker activity. For this activity, you're going to need some air-dry clay, a cookie cutter, a rolling pin, paint and a paintbrush, magnets, leaves and seeds for embossing, or you can use any other texture that you have at home, and you'll also need a paper towel or a regular towel, which we'll use right at the end, and you'll need some water. So to begin with, we are just going to roll out our clay. So just take a small bit of your clay and roll it to form a ball with your hands. So then you flatten it with your hands and use the rolling pin to flatten it some more and as evenly as possible. And your clay should be pretty thin, and you'll just have to make sure that your cookie cutter or your piece of clay is wide enough for your cookie cutter to fit onto. And after you've rolled out your clay, you're going to use a magnet. You're going to put the magnet, you're actually going to roll the magnet into the clay, like so. And this is going to be the back part of your embossed magnet. And actually what you can do, I just rolled the magnet into the clay, but the magnets that I've given you, they have this backing, and you can take the backing off, and it's sticky in the back. You can, if you like, you can put that on. And then you flip your clay over like this. Roll it out lightly. And at this point, you can start, you can put a stamp on the clay layer. So I'm going to use this leaf, and then I'm going to roll the rolling pin on the clay so you can make an impression. And I'm just doing it very lightly. At this point, you can take your leaf or whatever it is that you're using to create an impression off. So you can see that there's an impression on the clay. And then I'm going to make sure that the magnet's in the right place. Okay, so I have the magnet right here in the middle. And I'm going to just take part, or use the cookie cutter on part of the clay. cut out this shape. So the magnet's in the back. And have the impression of the leaf in the front. And then very gently, you're going to pop the clay off the cookie cutter. And at this point, just lay it flat and let it dry. We will paint this later. Now I'm going to just add a different type of plant, so I get a different texture. So I'm just actually going to take a knife and I'll cut the sides off. Make it look a bit neater by cutting off the top, the magnet of this piece. Again, I'm using some water to clean up the sides. If you have a larger piece, you can actually add an extra magnet to the back of your piece. So at this point, my magnets are fairly dry. This one is the driest. So I'm going to paint this. And if possible, just wait till your clay is completely dry to do this part. So I'm going to take some paint. And then I'm going to take my paper towel and then wipe the excess paint off. I'm just going to dampen the towel and very gently wipe off the excess paint. So after you remove your paint, this is what your magnets should look like. I hope you have fun with this activity.